with my bitch. She's gonna make me a sandwich. Today we're joined by J-Bro.
Hello guys.
J-Bro is the lover of all lovers, and today we're gonna make love to the bench press. I'll use Jeffrey as an example. The first thing he does is lay down, then he leg drives, he shoots his butt up, racks the bar, and tries to keep his chest as up in the air as possible. One more thing to notice is Jeff's grip. Notice that he doesn't have the hand straight on the bar, but instead he rotates outwards like this to have a better positioning in terms of the wrist and the elbow. So think about it like this. When you bench press, you want to stack. So you want to stack the bar on your wrist and your elbows. That makes it easier for you to transfer all the energy from your chest and your shoulders into the bar. So when you do like me and Jeffrey and bench 6 times a week, bench starts to feel like breathing. It's easy.
Yeah, it's the same as walking. It feels so natural.
Same as breathing, as eating food.
Same as
having sex, but we don't have sex.
Never, ever.
We should though.
I don't know about that. Waste of energy.
I like that this feels even easier than the bar. So I like to do it like this. Place my feet a little bit forward. Then I slide my butt to the front. I lay down. I take my grip and I rotate outwards like this. Rotate outwards. Then I use my toes to slide me all the way up and rack the bar, place my butt down, slowly and controlled down on the chest and press. And repeat, down on the chest and press. And you can clearly see the difference between me and Jeffrey's bench because I have I don't have short arms, but Jeffrey has long arms. And that means he has to manipulate his bench a little bit to make it even more efficient. Try as good as possible to make every rep feel the same, look the same, and have the same amount of intensity in it. So I actually do the exact same thing when I bench 100 and 140. Just lay down. Oh shit, chain in mouth or it will choke me. Daddy. Slide up, out with it. Control to the chest, explode. Control to the chest, explode. Yep. That's how it should be. As easy as that. And why do we choose to use chalk? So we can eliminate as many factors as possible. We don't want our grip sliding once we set it. That's why we also put chalk on the bench, so our upper back doesn't slide. And today we only listen to Dragon Ball music. First up, Ultra Instinct.
How fast can you press it? Too fast.
What are you hitting? A single, a double, a triple, or a five?
Single.
Single?
Probably every RPE 8, 9.
That's
10,
180.
11.
RP. I want to see a RP 11, Jeff. That's the equivalent to Perkins going all out. And pro tip right here is that when your gym bro goes for a PR, make sure you spot him on his last warm-up. Because as I said before, what your gym bro's used to, you don't have to, he gets used to the fact that there's a spotter behind him. So just try to make as many variables count as possible. Very good, J-Bro.
Oh my god.
We got 200. 200
I'm
kilo.
going 500 pounds.
How many kilos is 500?
I think like 227 or something.
200? What's considered to be a total specialist? My best lift is probably still my deadlift. But it's not like...
I'm not even sure anymore. It might be the bench.
You like my bench?
I think it's the same.
It's not Kaiko level.
No, but it's still the same. I think so. I think Kaiko's bench is like a 400 kilo deadlift or something.
Oh shit.
Console. Yes.
Lol. That was stupid easy. Stupid 150.
Benching 6 times a week is good, I guess.
Yes, very good.
Yes,
very effective.
Very effective. Sounds so easy. Yeah. Whoa.
What the fuck?
Bro just said, I'm not a bench specialist. Should he do 220 or not? It's for you guys to decide.
Maybe 225.
If
We go 225. I'm gonna go for a PR. When I think about it, I bench better when I don't think as much about how I bench. It's really nice.
Feels good.
I only think about my setup, but if I set up correctly, my bench press will eventually just feel fucking awesome. So, just sounded like Sam Sulek. Control chaos. Let's get it. That's
Okay, what the fuck?
It's
Well,
PR
yeah.
match.
Holy shit.
Silas, do you know when you're allowed to train again? All right. He doesn't know when he's allowed to train again. That's what he said. Because then we'll continue Project Silas getting
Jacked.
Yeah, Silas the destroyer of worlds.
Silas destroying everybody.
I actually
Mocking
think
everybody.
Silas would be a pretty good powerlifter. Don't you agree?
Yeah, I think
He has
so.
a pretty good build for it.
I think so. It's just a matter of time.
You could be pretty fucking strong, bro. So, right now I'm going to do close grip spotter bench press, and that's my primary accessory for fixing my logout issues. Not that I'm not strong in the logout, but you can clearly see I'm stronger at the bottom than the logout from the example before with my PR attempt. But yeah, we'll just have to make it work. I have plenty of time, and of course this wasn't combo proofed. But yeah, I like to switch things up a bit. I think you could argue that you could call my 120 my PR, but of course just touch and go bro bench press. My Porsche PR is like 210. So I had the idea that I wanted to go a little bit in depth about how I trained and how I like to style my training. So if I take example in an upper body session, I of course start with my main compound move, which is primarily the bench press at the moment at least. In some periods I also have focus on movements like military press and push press. But we'll just use bench press as the example because, you know, I bench 4 to 6 times a week right now. That's how I get good at bench press. That's how high frequency. I get really, really good at the movement. Some days I can do high volume and some days I can just do high intensity, low amount of sets and then go on to the rest of my workout. But if you think about the chest, I have 2 sections I think about hitting. The lower section where the bench press is hitting, I don't hit that many other movements than bench press, maybe a flyer, some dips occasionally because I think that gives a really nice pumps in triceps, shoulders and chest. And then I think about the upper pec, and that's where my primary accessories comes in. I do incline dumbbell press, I do incline Smith press, sometimes I do incline press arounds if I like to mix it up a bit. I can also do, of course, overhead movements like the seated dumbbell shoulder press, which is a little bit better for hypertrophy than the military press is, because I'm seated and I'm supported. Then I usually train some back with my chest, and I do that to optimize time and optimize frequency. So I can train back 2 to 3 times a week, but it doesn't feel like I train back that much, but it always rolls out at the end of the week to like 12 to 20 sets, depending on what I do. So my primary back movers right now are the single arm lat pull down, single arm rat row or cable row. I do a chest supported row, and sometimes occasionally I do the cable row and I do pull-ups and chin-ups just for the fun of it. And of course, muscle-ups, you probably have seen me do it. I like to throw in muscle-ups because I like the movement. Not for a hypertrophy standpoint or strength standpoint, but I think it's a very nice skill. And then of course, big guns. I hit the lateral head on my delts about every upper session. I feel like it's a muscle group that can recover really fastly, so if I do 3 sets of lateral raises, I can almost be ready the next day to push myself to the limit again. And that's the reasoning I switch it up from dumbbell lateral raises. I do Y raises with my cups from MakeIt, and then I tend to do single arm cable raises with my cups from MakeIt as well. So I have those 3 primary movers for my the lateral side of my head. Sometimes I hit some rear delt as well. It's mostly just a rear delt flyer or the rear delt fly machine. And guns. I've always been very, very fluent with the way I train my arms. I have some specific compounds like the single arm preacher curl I like to hit and the tricep push down. After that, it really depends on what I like to do that day, that given day, and how I feel. Do I just want to go RP 10 all out, or do I just want to do like 15 burnout set of like something? I don't really put much thought into my arm training because train your arms to failure and they would grow. And the only really downside of that is sometimes my tricep can feel fatigued after I do a lot of tricep work on my bench press. So I typically try not to do heavy or very fatiguing tricep work before I have an important bench session. Oh yeah, and guys, by the way, I also do coaching. I'm the one coaching Victor right there, Lucas right there, Vitus over there. So if you guys want to join our team, just hit me up on my Instagram DM. And guys, guess who hit 100,000 followers on TikTok? That's fucking cool. It's fucking cool, man. Yeah. Congrats to me and my youth. I set a goal for myself. I was like, all right, I'll post 1 video a week, no, a day on my training at the start of 2023. And I've grown quite a bit since then, and that's why I started doing English content and shit. But I really, really appreciate you guys that keep following me and All the love to you. You know, I got a master's degree in that booty. You want me to teach you something?
Oh, sorry. Wow.
Bang! Kai! We just finished up a very intense workout. Yeah, the most intense of my life, making love to the bench press. It actually went very well. So if you guys would like more informative videos and more videos with my lover, please let me know. I will, of course, make that for you. Jeff, do you have anything to finish the video on?
Yeah, it was good having another session with Regin. Ain't nothing new. We do this almost like every day.
Yeah.
But though having a camera is something else.
It's pretty
And
good. It felt pretty natural, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It did.
Jeff isn't really used to the camera and all, but he'll get used to it. He'll get used to it.
I'll get forced to it.
Yeah. Bye.